What's your PACE plan for water survival? Don't have one? Pay attention.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into something critical for any preparedness plan, and that's going to be water. Now, without clean water, you're going to get in trouble pretty fast, whether it's a natural disaster, power outage, or an outdoor adventure gone wrong. So that means you need a plan. And a lot of people call that a PACE plan. So we're going to call this our PACE water plan. We're going to walk through that and we're going to talk about water preparedness. So if you didn't know, PACE is an acronym, P-A-C-E, primary, alternate, contingency, and emergency. It's a framework to ensure you've always got access to safe drinking water or any other plan. For those that have never heard of it or just don't understand the PACE plan, the concept, it's really easy. Simply think about having a backup for a backup for a backup. That way, you'll never fail. You can apply the PACE plan concept to almost anything, but today it's all about the water. All right, let's dive in. First up, the primary plan, and that's going to be water that you have available immediately. This is the water you've already stored or carry with you. At home, think about keeping at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for at least 3 days, ideally 2 weeks or even longer. For a family of four, that's 12 gallons minimum for 3 days or 56 gallons for 2 weeks. You're going to want to store water in BPA-free containers like these and rotate them every 6 months to keep the water fresh. If you're on the move, like hiking or evacuating, you're going to want to carry reusable bottles or hydration packs. A good rule is 1 liter per person for a short trip, more for longer trips. And pro tip, keep some water in your car's emergency kit as well. You never know when you'll need it. The alternate plan is about filtering water from available sources like rivers, lakes, or even rainwater. Portable water filters are a game changers here. So let's look at a few options. For personal use, something like a Life Straw type product is perfect. It's lightweight, removes 99.9999999% of bacteria and about 99.9% of protozoa. And you can drink directly from a stream if you want. And these are great for hiking or bug out bags. For home or base camp, a gravity fed filter like a Berkey or even another reputable company. This one is from a company called The Water Machine, and it's pretty awesome. I can purify gallons of water from questionable sources, no electricity needed. It removes bacteria, protozoa, and even some chemicals. Another option is a water drop type pitcher for smaller setups. Always check the filter specs. Some don't remove viruses. So know your water source and maintain your filters. Clean them regularly and replace cartridges as recommended. This plan keeps you hydrated when stored water isn't an option. But what if your filter fails or you can't access one? Enter the contingency plan. Boiling water to kill bacteria and protozoa. This is your fallback if filters aren't available or you're dealing with murky water. Boiling is simple but requires an energy source like a campfire, portable stove, or an electric burner. You're going to want to bring your water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute. 3 minutes if you're at altitudes of 6,500 feet or above. This is going to kill most pathogens, but it won't remove chemicals or heavy metals. So start with the clearest water possible. And of course, let it cool before you drink it, unless you want hot water. Back in my days in the Corps, we were taught to boil water for 5 minutes after it started to boil, just to make sure. And here's the catch. You need fuel or power. Small propane stove, firewood, or even a solar cooker can work, but you have to plan ahead for this. Store extra fuel and know how to build a fire. Boiling is reliable, but what if you're out of fuel or you can't make a fire? That's where the emergency plan saves the day. The emergency plan is your last resort. Water purification tablets like potable aqua tabs, or the old school iodine tablets, if you can even find them. These are lightweight, compact, and perfect for dire situations when you aren't able to store, filter, or boil water. Now, follow the instructions. Usually 1 or 2 tablets per liter of water. Wait 30 minutes, and then it's going to be safe to drink. These tablets kill bacteria and protozoa, and some even work on viruses. The downside? They can leave a chemical taste, and they're not great for long-term use due to the iodine's health effects. I make sure to keep a stash in my emergency kit, my car, my backpack, and my bug out bag. They're cheap, they have a long shelf life, and could be a lifesaver. Just make sure your water is clear. Strain it through some cloth if it's cloudy. And that's your PACE plan for water preparedness. Primary, store or carry water, alternative, or alternate. Filter it with tools like a Berkey or a livestock. Contingency, boil it with a reliable heat source. And emergency, use purification tablets. Layer these plans to stay hydrated no matter what life throws at you. Start small. Grab a few water bottles, a filter, and some tablets. Test your gear before you need to. Got questions about your own water prep? Drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more preparedness content. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and as usual, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
When central power rules the game, when thoughts controlling freedom's name, when the governed lose to government might, tell me who's got the wrong kind of